Hello, Miss. Well, I do appreciate you taking the time out to correct me. I always accept correction. The best correction is gentle correction. Being a teacher is not about getting an attitude when a student is trying to learn something, or when you're trying to teach someone. Maybe it's just your energy. Maybe you're just, you're feeling a specific way. You feel insulted. My apologies if I came off that way. Being a dancer and getting into creative art is really great. But however, I see way too many people dancing versus really learning. Because when I come to the hood or to the black community, everybody is still acting the same way. Everybody's still having an attitude. People are not, so then that puts me in a state of mind where it's like, okay, there's not enough education. Because I see dancers, there are so many great dancers, but then a lot of dancers are still agitated because they do more dancing than probably stretching, which is something that is really, really important. Because when you stretch, you're more likely to handle situations in a calm manner. You're more likely to talk calmly. Like for me, looking at talking to you, I could have had an attitude too, right? Because I feel like you sort of have a sort of attitude, but then towards the end you're kind of like, hey, you need more people riding on your bus, which kind of is like, okay, she's not against me, but she's probably feeling a certain way. See, the type of person that reads people's vibes, read people's spirits. I can sort of read people's minds, not completely, which is actually a great thing, because I really don't care what's going on in people's heads all the time unless they write it down. I don't want to personally hear it unless they give me permission to hear it, which is like basically putting it on camera. But yeah, so I appreciate the correction. Just future references, if you can just do it calmly, be more, happy about it, and be more grateful that you actually have someone engaging with your content. Because I'm grateful that you even took the time out to make a whole video. That makes me feel like you're listening. That makes me feel like you care in some way. That makes me feel like I triggered you. And my goal is not to trigger you at all. That just makes me feel like I've connected with you, not triggered, but connected with a part of you that, because you sound like you're a great English speaker. Your English sounds pretty great. A lot of us are not perfect in English. We're not perfect in grammar. I never graduated from high school. I never, I tried to go to college. I tried to get my GED, but because lack of housing, being homeless, and all those things prevented me from actually finishing my education. Not only that, my parents, being African, they never really wanted to teach me, to help me study, to help me, whenever I brought my homework back home. My homework back home from school, my ex-birth mother, I don't even want her in my energy. She literally was like, oh, she just didn't know. She didn't want to help. She had too much on her plate. It wasn't her fault. She had 9 children. She prayed for 9 children. She had 9 children. It was too many kids to take care of. Plus being a mother, plus being a husband, or plus going to work. That's a lot for one woman. So I don't blame her for not knowing. I don't blame her for missing out. She didn't miss out on her education. She graduated, but in Africa. And in order for you to go to college, you have to actually have American education. In order for you to have a degree or a diploma, your diploma to count, it has to be a United States diploma, which makes a lot of sense because the educational system is a lot better here in the United States. So that being said, another thing I would like to say, when I'm typing, don't assume that is the final piece, right? Whenever I'm typing, I'm just trying to hurry up because I am a person with a disability. I did get into a car accident. I am still recovering. The tension in my body is really, really heavy. And so I can't really sit there and really correct my grammar to try to be perfect. The important thing is that the message is out there. And then later when I get better, I'll be able to correct my grammar. I'll be able to sit down and study English. I'll be able to do, all those things. I want to go to school. I want to finish my education. But the first first thing I had to do was what? Get an apartment. Which one thing I do have to say is in the social work system, there is so many people that suffer with their mental health that are actually social workers that are causing more problems than solutions. This is why I brought up social work, right? But the African American community system needs a lot more than just social work. We need English teachers. We need yes, dance class for those that want to dance, because a lot of people in the dance in the African American community need an outlet to release their energy versus them fighting and beating each other up, right? But one thing I do want to let you guys know is that dancing too much is what's causing tension in your body, because if your response is with an attitude, then it means you have animosity, or I don't know if that's even the right word, but you have tension in your body that's causing you to react in a more aggressive manner. But when you are able to calm down, you're able to think faster. And so what helps me stay relaxed is by stretching consistently. Hold on. I'm always stretching consistently. So it's like this, the grab that and that, maybe you're excited. I don't know. But the vibe that I get is angry. You get what I mean? The vibe that I get is angry but happy. It's like a mixed emotion sort of thing. So it's like, I appreciate that. Let me, so here's this, here's that. I love it. I love it. You're doing a great job so far. You're going to do better. And it's just learning how to teach with love. Because when I was in school, a lot of my teachers that were teaching me, they weren't teaching me with love. They were teaching me with just like aggression, or I didn't feel that they loved their job, so it didn't make me want to stay in school. Mr. Bra was my teacher in Hollywood High School here in LA, and in Hollywood and Highland, and he was the best math teacher ever, because when he taught, he was teaching with love. He was an African teacher. But he spoke English well. Reminded me of Obama. Mr. Obama, and so, President Obama. And so his teaching, the way he taught was so incredible. It was so patient. It was so calm. It was just like, versus the white lady that was teaching me in Taylor High School, that was like, I think it was O'Donnell Middle School in Houston, Texas. She was like more like, there was no energy, there was no love for it, so some students are very spiritual. I'm a left-handed person, a left-handed Leo, so I learn different from everyone else. So for me, it's like I can't be in the same class and be in the same category as everyone else, because everyone around me thinks with a different part of their brain, because they're right-handed and I'm left-handed. So I think with like a more like left side, I see things differently. And so I'm more of an energy, spiritual kind of person. So I can read your spirit. I can read your vibe. This is a gift that God gave me to be able to defend myself. Like, people can pretend that they like me, but because I can read their energy and their vibe, I can tell if they don't like me, which protects me from being too close to them or allowing them in my circle, because there are so many false pretenders, people that say they like you but really they don't like you, and then they get close to you just to destroy you. That's a defense mechanism. That's a gift from the universe, so that I'm able to discern who my real supporters are, and who are just in it just either for the money or just to destroy me in the end, right? Because there are people that want to get close to you to know how to destroy you. You have to be close to someone, really close, to know how to get rid of them or destroy their craft, right? So I'm very, very aware of that, and I'm very careful. Thank you so much for putting that out, and I just wish you can be a little more softer and a little more calmer and gentle, because there are other people that want to learn from that, and you could make a great teacher. All you just have to do is continue to do it with love, and don't mix it too much, because it's just like making people like, okay. But you know what? Do your thing. Stretch. Dancing is good, but too much dancing is not good, because for us, it brings tension. And if in the Black community people are still consistently aggressive, it's because they're doing too much weightlifting, too much dancing, which causes tension, and less stretching. Stretching helps you relax. All right, sweetie, have a good one. God bless you.